and another thing of me. I don't know. So you can chat. There's a chat little feature over here, and I think I can chat to you guys. Let me see if anyone even out there. I feel like I'm like Tom Hanks in Castaway right now. Hey there. I am live streaming. It's really funny because streaming. There we go. There. Okay, so I put that in the chat if anyone's even watching. All right, so this is the deal. I'm going to actually start animating. And Dylan Royer, there he is. You are always online, man. What's going on? Did you get some alert that told you that I was on here? Let me know. Just type it in the chat there. Wow. He just popped on there. Okay. Well, hey, Dylan, I'm going to draw some more stuff on here. Yeah, go ahead and type something on the chat. So what I'm going to do is this is kind of weird. I kind of have to flip over here. And I'll show you what I'm working on. All right? And you can invite your friends and your neighbors and your dog and your other friend with the dog and all that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go to the other thing because I'm looking at the past right now. It's real weird. There's a delay. So I'll check YouTube and then it'll like be me like 2 minutes ago. And it's like, wow, that's all. I look old. So yeah, so anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually show you what I'm working on. Now, this is going to either be really exciting for you or it's going to be really boring. But I hope you learn something from this. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. I've already started this scene, and I can show you what it looks like. It's in Harmony. And I'll go ahead and play the scene. Let me flip this off so you can see it. Where do I flip this off? Video capture. This one? And turn this one on. There we go. Alright, so this is it. This is a long scene. This is 500 frames right there. That's 500 frames. Look at all the timeline here. See, you can even see it here. Start frame is 1, end frame is 500. And this is what happens. This is all dialogue. And I'm not sure if you can hear this. Let's see if this works.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies, I was like a cog in the wheel. I wanted to be free like them. But I was intimidated with all this feeling because I've never done anything.
Okay, so I'm zoomed out. I'm zoomed in very closely. So let me zoom out a little so you can see the whole thing. There. So you can see the frame of what the film sees right there. All right. There. So that rectangle, that's what the you see at home. Right? This is when it's all done. And so this thing's going to start off with a close-up of this guy, and he's in a cog of a machine that he doesn't know he's in, kind of like the Matrix, you know. So he's gonna.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies, I was like a cog in the wheel. I wanted to be free like them, but I was intimidated with all this feeling because I've never done anything in my own voice. I always felt comfortable working with a team.
Okay, so basically, there's stuff I haven't drawn yet, but that's what's happening. So, he talks a lot, and when you see something with talking, you wanna make it interesting.
I suddenly realized that working for these.
So I'll turn that off so it doesn't look so.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies, I was like a cog in the wheel.
So you listen to that, he sounds kind of like. Oh, it's like a cog in the wheel. Kind of like he's like, stupid. Oh, I feel so bored. So that's what I'm going to try to do here is try to animate this to make it look like, he's bored. and he's kind of waiting around and trying to figure out what to do. Okay, so let me just see if anybody's. Oh, 5 views. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got more people. All right. All right. We got somebody else. Donta. Or Donta. Hi, Donta. How you doing? All right. We got Dylan and I got Donta. Only people with the letter D in their name can watch this. If you don't have the letter D, I'm sorry. You're going to have to leave. If you have a D in your name somewhere, or someone in your family has a D in their name, you can stay. You can stay. So anyway, let's take a look at this. So this is kind of cool because what I did here, we turn off his talking.
Cog in the wheel.
Turn off the talking. Hold on, I'll turn it off like that. The cog in the wheel, see, those cogs are actually just 4 drawings. You believe that? That's 4 drawings. And what's happening here? This is a program called Harmony, and let me know in the chat if you used Harmony or you know what it is about or whatever. But basically, it's zooming in because I have down here I have a camera. Well, up here, see, there's the camera right there. So each one of these is a keyframe, and it's making the camera go here, and then the camera's going to go there, and then so it knows like where to go. You see, and the spinning of these things. If I go down here, you can actually see what I did. If you look over on this, I actually labeled them. So you can see that's 4. So this is like a 4-frame, 4 drawing cycle. So I start with this one, and so that's 1, and that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4, and 4 animates back into 1. You see, so you can repeat that over and over and over and over, like that. All right. Laugh Space knows Harmony. All right, great. So hopefully, let me know if this is this interesting, or is this something if you have any questions about it, let me know. You might even know more than me, so I don't even know. So let me know what you think of this. But anyway, so that's how, and it was hard. So what I did is I started off, and I think I started with this one, because I made this cog, and then I made another, copied it, and I kind of pasted it, and then I copied a different one, and I pasted it here, and then this one here, I think this little one here, I can't tell if this is the big one, so I might have made that smaller. Anyway, I didn't want to when I did this, I was like, oh God, how am I going to make this work? You also notice that inside those cogs, they're people, and they're talking, they're doing stuff, right? So I got this director guy, and he's moving his arms back and forth like that. And now, I had a little problem before I got on here. This thing here, I noticed. Let me zoom in on this guy so you can see. Harmony did something weird, and if you know Harmony, and you know how sometimes it'll like just mess up on you, like it'll get mad at you, and then it'll just do something weird. So the last time I did this, all right, I was trying to fill color in that hand and this hand, because right here, people 1. This is the layer where his hands are on people 1, and you see that's above this drawing here. I don't know why I drew it like that, but anyhow, so all I need to do is take white, and I put that little paint can of paint, and I'm going to go over to that frame, and I'm going to make it white. Now, it's not making it white. You see, it's not filling it in. So that means there might be a hole in the drawing, but there isn't a hole in the drawing, because, let's see if I can turn all this stuff off. There's his hand on that layer, and then where's his, His body must be on something else. Maybe his body's on the actual wheel itself. Yep, there it is. I got his body inside there. So see, all right. So he does have hands. Okay, his hands are white. Okay, now I'm getting. Okay, now I think I understand what's going on here. Wheels. Wheels contain. So the wheels are above his hands, because his stuff's way down here. So that means that the wheels are on top of him. So I'm trying to get these hands to be above, above that drawing there. See, if I so this so that's why it's doing that. Okay, so wheels, which is above everything. See, that has his kind of line drawing on that, and there's also a line drawing on people right there. So maybe I need to just take out one of these things, because I want to get those hands above his thing. So let me just check that. There's his hands. So maybe on the next one over. Again, all right. So there, his hands. You see, his hands are above that drawing, and it looks okay here. All right. So I'm just having trouble. It's switching layers right now. All right. Okay, good. You like what you see. Great. Okay. So maybe this is geared towards people that animate and have trouble with animation when things go wrong. Like, you've been working on this scene and then you are trying to do something with it and you realize, hey, why is it not working? So I got all these layers, and that's my trouble. Is I must have put on the wheel layer here, I put the drawing in there on this one, but on that one it's not there. So that means it switches to this one here. So I gotta figure this one out. All right, how do I do that? All right, so I gotta like make everything kind of consistent here. So this is the people, and these people aren't just right in there, but they're on other places too. So this is all like, like those guys up there, they're in there. And if I go through it like that, each one of these, I think he's in there. So, see, they're there. That's number one. And then if I go to 2, like that, let's see, let's just see. This is the people there. Yeah, he's there. But see, all the people are underneath the wheel, so that if I drew extra lines or something here, I might be able to do that. Maybe I'm okay. Anyway. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, so you can see I got some little white speck there. So if I put this layer above, then you're gonna see a little white speck every time we see the gear move. Alright. So let me see, it's not on the right one. Alright, so let's see if I can get it on the right one. And this is where you want to zoom in a little bit so you're not doing the wrong thing. Okay, so that's people 1. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this and just erase that one little thing. And feel free to write a little comment or on the chat if you want to ask a question. Glad to do that. Okay. Oh, we've got 7 people now. Ooh. Wow. Boy, you guys are bored tonight, huh? All right. So let me know where you're watching from. I know Dylan is in. I believe you're in St. Louis, but I don't know where you other guys are, or girls, or whoever you are. Where are you? Where you come from? If you live in California, you probably have been through the hurricane and the earthquake that we had. So here I'm just trying to figure out what to do. So these guys look like they're all pretty drawn, pretty good. They're just frozen there. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe I can just solve it. So right now that looks pretty good. See, his his hands look looking pretty good. So I think what's happening here is there's another on the wheel. If I turn on the wheel, yeah, you see when I turn on a wheel, that those lines they're thinner on this level, but on this level they thicken up. And I probably thicken them up on here. So I think what I can do, if that's the case, and maybe this is how to solve it, just kind of go on that layer and erase that line. But see, it's erasing the people line because I'm not on the right one. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. All right, go to the wheel layer up here and just erase that little line. See, we don't want it, trying to make it look like those cuffs don't exist and his hands are in front of the cuffs. There we go. Now if I can just do that for all of them, and I notice that each one of these, 3, 4 is the one where it's like double the information there, see? And I got that one right there, so I'm going to just erase that one like that, right? So all I have to do is take this, this line right here, copy it. See that double, that's the double like stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna copy just this stuff. I don't want to get the wheel itself. See, this is all, if I do this, it gets everybody. So I'm just trying to get this. Okay, so I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go to the next line there, and I'm just going to paste it. Now, okay, sometimes what happens when you're at a real close up on something, it'll paste somewhere else completely. I was working on animation and needed a motivation. Well, good, we're here to motivate. Just so happened to see you in my feed. All right, well, great. All right. And we got Omar. Omar, why wouldn't you use Blender for your animated stuff? Well, I'll tell you, because this is a 2D animated film. This project is for a documentary, and they want it to be in 2D, which is fine with me, because I like 2D, and so I'm just doing it that way. So here, I'm going to fix this one now, since let's see if this will work. I'm going to paste it. There we go. So I'm going to so now when it goes on 4, every frame, it's not going to change, which means the line quality isn't suddenly going to get real thick and then thin, thick, thin, thick, thin, like that. Because it's a cycle. I'm cycling here. Yes, so this is how we used to do it in the old days. Yes, sir. We used to take this and we carved our own piece of wood and we made paper from it, young man. Yes, sir, we did, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay, so you notice that actually this little thing is kind of moving off to the side. All right, so that's okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to turn on the other things. There's his hands. Okay, so see, we got some in front of him now. So that's what he's supposed to look like. If I scroll through it, looks pretty consistent. Now again, this is so close on this one that, yeah, it does look a little goofy, but it does move. It all moves pretty well. And I don't even have this. This is zoomed in. So I'm going to zoom out. And if you just joined us, I'll show you what this is. So I'm going to erase that one, erase that one. There we go. And then I'm going to go here and erase that one and erase that one. Hi, welcome to the Erasing channel. Today we're going to learn how to erase things. Okay, get your erasers out, everybody. Are you ready to erase? Good. Let's erase. So there. Okay, we got that one. Little goofy thing there. That's weird. All right, so kind of scroll through. Now this is going to be so far away, you're not going to see that those little things are there. Oh. And but they're there. So I'm just going to fix them up. because I'm not a, OCD guy. But sometimes, working in animation, you do become one because when you're working on a project or something, you have a deadline, which is a limited amount of time to work on something. But if you go, if you finish early, you have time to fix anything that needs fixing. So even if it won't be seen, something like this might be a little much. I can live with some of this stuff because it's only one frame, well, 2 frames. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's fine. He's like, help me, get me out of here, Gladys. Okay, so this is also zoomed in really big. So let me show you this. Let's see. Let's see. Toon Boom is more suited for 2D than Blender. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that's why. Okay, so there's Steve Jobs, everybody. Looking kind of pissed. So, all right. I'm in my own cog. Now you'll see what this is when I zoom out. So there, I fixed what I needed to fix. And what I did before, I guess I just couldn't figure out what layer it was on. So if I zoom back like this, you'll see, I got little white spots there. But that might be okay because I've got the color card, and when I do this, you don't see that. All right, so it starts off real close up of this character, and we basically zoom out of the cog machine here, and when we zoom out, we see the whole thing like this. Now let me just move this over so you can see everybody like that. And this is our main hero right there, okay? And again, this is on 4s. So you can see that's frame drawing number 3. You see? That's number 4. I know that's 4, but yeah, there's 4. That's 1, 2, messed that one up. Okay, I had problems with this the other day. I thought I fixed this. I guess I didn't save this? I just fixed all this stuff. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Okay, so let's go to 3. Going to 3. All right. Dragging on 3. Yeah, this is called tweaking, guys. Welcome to the tweaking channel. Today's guest tweaker is... No, hold on. What we're going to do is this. We're just going to copy this frame. So I'm going to copy the frame. I could go Control C for that. But I'm going to go 4. 1, 2, 4. Oops. So we're gonna delete that, and we're gonna paste the 3 in there. There he is. And so now it's on 2s. So we're gonna make this 2s, and we're gonna click on that, make this 2s. All right. So Laugh Space, where are you? Where you located? What's your handle? Righto. What's everybody's handle? Where are you located, good buddies? Huh? What's your 1020? Over. So there's 2, and 2, 3. See, there we go. 4. That's looking good. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, so we're going to have to fix that one. Go to 2. Go to 2. All we're doing is copying frames here because it's I'm not doing anything to it. They're not changing. Whoops. They're not changing. So I want to Control C and then go to this one here and go to Control V to paste. There it is. 1, 2, 4, 4. Wait a minute. Make that 2. Go to this one, delete it. Find 3. Where's 3? Here it is. Okay, copy this one. Copying it. Paste it. Pasting. There he is. And now we got 1, 2. Let's put 2 frames of that. 4. 2 frames of that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. So what I could do here is, I know that it's just a few of these frames are messed up. It's like 1, 3, 4. See, it's doing pretty good there. It's going pretty good there. But it's just a couple that kind of got goofed up. Like right here. Yeah, there it is. So what we'll do is we'll do the same thing. We'll go to there. I think we have 3 in the chain of command. Is that right? 3 is there, right? Okay, so we got 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oops. Hold on. Where is it? That's 1. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 5 is 5. Do you know German? If you say 5 to a German, you say it in German. 5. I can't even say it right. It sounds really bad. Safe laugh place rhymes with safe space. Laugh space. Kentucky. All right, Kentucky. Kentucky. Now he leaves, or you leave. You've insulted, sir. You've insulted my family. That's it. I am out of here. You will not hear me ever again. Oh, Kentucky's a great place. Okay, so there we go. See, it's working. We got it working. So make sure that it's going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So yeah, so now we got that working. We can play it, and again, I don't know if this is going to look good on streaming, but I'm going to play it and see. It zooms out. We see him looking around. He's going to look bored here, and then he's going to jump up and fly out of the cogs, and he's looking for people that he likes, and he's going to fly down, flying and landing in a team of people, and he lands behind Avid maybe. So these are things, and I don't know which one I'm supposed to do, but I'm not even there yet, so you know. Anyway, here we go. So he's going to be zooming out like this, and so what I'm going to do here, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to just see if I can get him to look like he's putting his hand on his face, you know. Leif, like safe. Leif, safe, Leif, not laugh. Leif, safe. Leif space. Because your name's Leif, right? No. Leif space. There we go. Leif space. And we got Sponge Nick. How much FPS is it? This is 24, sir. 24, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 24 frames per second. Hey, did you know that you can change that? Do you know about that? All right, Leif. All right. That's my man, Leif. Hey, Leif, what's up, man? Okay. So, Leif, and we got SpongeBob. Nick. Sponge Nick. Sorry, you're not Bob. You're Sponge Nick. What am I thinking? Okay, so yeah, so this is in 24. But this isn't 24. This is actually being going out as 29.970 because the person I'm working with this is a video, and he gave me he's putting all these clips into his editing system, which he's did live action, so everything's on like video. And so I got the video file from him, put it in here, and had to change it. And so that's what this is here. You see, usually I animate at 24, but I have to set it here because otherwise there's a lot of lip sync here. And if I have any lip sync, it doesn't work. at 24, especially if I do it in 24 and I send it back to him, it's all messed up. So how to change this? You would think that all you have to do is go like that, and it would be 24 here, and it would look like that. It would pop up there. But then when you render it out, it won't render out like that. So you have to go up to Scene here, and you have to go to Scene Settings. And see, this is what you change right there. Okay? So this is what I would change right here. I click on that, and there it is. Usually, like I said, I'm at 24, but with this project, I'm doing it 29.970. Yes, sir. That's what I'm doing. And that way, everything stays in sync. The other thing is, this is for video. I did something before that was going to be on a big screen, movie screen. So I didn't know this, but I had to change the size of the the resolution, because if I'm gonna project this, I want to make sure it's as big as possible. So I think you can go in here, and yeah, see, this is where you would change the resolution to like 4K, or right there, film. Right, you get that? Yes, sir. All right. That's very counterintuitive, is that the frame rate changes on the timeline. It doesn't work. Yeah, I know. It's weird. Very counterintuitive. I know, right? I don't get it either. But it's working for me. So, like I said, down here is the actual animatic right there. And you see all those frames? That's the animatic. And it's really, really rough. It doesn't even have basically this stuff. It's so rough. But anyway, let's get back to this. So let's get to animating, huh? You want to animate something? Let's do that. So this is our guy. He's bored. He's stuck. He's like in the Matrix. He wakes up in the Matrix, but he's not like freaking out. He's just like, so boring. God, why can't I get out of this rut? Right? That's what I want to show. So anyway, so this is how I'm thinking about when I'm animating this. I'm gonna switch over here. Let's see, how do I do that? Here it is. Ta-da! So here I am. Hi everybody. So I'm animating this guy like he's just discovered he's in a big machine, and he's like he's looking here, and he's looking over here, and he kind of looks back, and his hand, this hand I guess, this hand's gonna go up like this, and he's kind of like he's leaning on it, like because he's got one hand here already, so he's gonna go like this, and look kind of sad, like. Gosh, this is so boring. I just want to leave here, do something fun. I just want to fly. That's all I want to do. Okay, so let's get back to the action, shall we? All right, now that you've seen that, we're going to get back to the action. There we go. We're back in time here. Here we are. We're back on this is kind of like watching someone play golf, I think. So this is like the golf channel. All right. Okay, now Jim is actually going to start to, Jim is, there's a thing that just went bing in my earphones. Okay, so Jim is now starting to animate. Okay, he lines up his putt. What's a putt? Hold on. So there's our guy, he's there. So just to make sure, he's really tiny. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit and work right over here so you can see. There he is. And again, I can get away with a lot because he's really small. But basically, he's going to do this, and I'm just trying to get a good thing to make it look like he's going up and resting down on his chin. So what I might want to do is just, and he's on a different layer. So this is the wheel layer right here, but he's up here. This is his layer right here. Okay, there he is. So what I can do is I can just rough this in. I've been trying to draw this pretty clean, but I'm really going to have to rough it in now. So I'm going to turn on my onion skin. I'm going to just kind of concentrate on these two drawings there. And just think about like how to have him, he reaches up, he puts his arm up, and then he kind of pulls his arm down. So maybe I can grab that arm, grabbing the arm like that, and I can copy it. And maybe I can put it right over here. And I can, yeah, put like an elbow in there. Like something. Because he's going to rest his chubby little thing here. He's got a big, kind of an elbow like that, you know? Alright, so there we go. Something like that. To make it look like he's kind of like this. And then I'm going to break the joint here. Breaking the joint, man. Yeah, so I'm breaking the joint. There we go. Break it a little bit. Fix that up a little bit. There we go. Kind of roughing it in. Okay, so now let's see. All right, so how does he supposed to do this? I got to have him lean his head in there. All right, so I might be able to do this. Grab as much as I can and do it like this. So a lot of this is that what I'm doing. Oops, I don't want that. See, it's been my computer's doing this weird thing where I will select this head like you just saw, and then when I paste it, it pastes the other thing, the hand that I had before. I don't know. It's I don't know. The control C buttons aren't working too good. All right, so here, you know about moving pivots? You can take the pivot. Everything you draw has a pivot. It's like, woo, pivots around the middle. Well, what I'm going to do is just pivot it, pull the pivot down to his neck, and pull him back a little this way, like that. So he's kind of going to lean on his head. What? He's going to lean his head, not lean on his head. There we go. All right, so maybe we can lean him a little this way. We can go back to that head. That's the sound of selecting a head. All right, so now I just got the head and the basically head. The neck's going to stay there, and now I'm going to just push a little bit more that way. Okay, and then turn all this stuff off and just kind of get an idea if this is what I want him to look like. So he's going, baloney again. You know, I don't know. He's saying something to himself like, So maybe we need to do something. Make his arm maybe a little longer. I don't know. That's looking pretty good, I guess. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm just trying to get the main stuff done. All right. So again, if you have any questions or anything, you can put them in there. Beta Bug is in here. Hello. What are you animating? Well, I'm glad you asked that. I'm animating a little project here, and it's a guy that's stuck in a bunch of cogs, you see. The cogs are moving every 4 drawings, and it's a cycle. And so he's looking around, and in this case, he discovers he's in a cog. You know, he's in a machine, right? And then he's just going to look really bored, like, bummer, you know. So anyway, so I'm just trying to figure out this. That's all I'm doing. All right, so right now, seems like I got him there, but I need to get like a really good extreme drawing here. So maybe what I'll do is grab his arm here, and I'll rotate him around like this. And just, you know, just some variety, because you just don't want to move the thing the same way all the time. So, and again, this is just very rough. I'll probably clean this up again. Just trying to get it in the neighborhood. And what we'll do is we'll overshoot this arm, which means we'll make it go really high up, you know. So that way, when we put his little thing there, his chicken leg there, we can figure out like kind of where his arm is, over here. His shirt's going to probably change direction slightly. And you know, you think about this again, this is going to be so small. Okay, this is where you're supposed to type in. How small will it be? I don't see anybody typing that. Okay, well, I'll just show you how small. He's small. So if I zoom back, he's this big. He little. He's a little man. Wow, that's too far. You need to zoom in, Sonny. There we go. So there he is. Okay, so there we go. We have all these details like hair. I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm just trying to get something that looks like this guy moves his arm upwards. Maybe thinking about like how do I move my arm upwards? Things like that. It doesn't have to be super accurate because one, it's far away, and it just has to be quick, you know, just to show some sort of movement. So it looks like he's going down, kind of lifting his arm up and then putting his down here and really pushing that head down a little bit more. So maybe we need to move this a little bit more. Here, I'm going to turn on onion skin just to see where we're at. I think that's a real helpful tool. Onion skin. It's also tasty too. I don't know if you like onion skins, but you know, they're pretty good. So here, we'll just move him. Maybe we could just move him into the final pose, you know? That would be probably the easiest thing to do, right? Right? My man in Kentucky is probably going, yeah, that would be the best thing to do right now. Just do the extreme. All right, so let's get him in here. That's a good idea. All right, so I'm just gonna rotate him a little bit more like this. So any of you guys that are watching, wow, there's 17 people watching this? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You guys are really bored. I haven't slept in 15 days. Oh my God, really? Wow. Okay. All right. You zoom out. You kind of remind me of the Brady Bunch. Oh yeah, it does kind of like that. Huh. That's not what I'm thinking of, but hey, I'll take that. I don't know. But see, that looks like, does that look like he's kind of thinking about life and why am I in this thing? All right, because that's what I'm trying to do. All right, so I do have all this stuff, so I'm going to just grab this like that, and then I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it. Looky this. Pasting, ta-da! Hey, that's great. All right, so now, see, there is motion here, okay? That's because the pegs aren't moving on this one, but it's the camera up there. You see, there's the camera. There's that, and then there's another keyframe here. You see, so it's the camera's like kind of gonna settle down like right about here, and it's gonna zoom in slightly for a bit. So that's where we want to kind of get this guy, you know, maybe we need to move, you know, I think what we're going to have to do is it would be really nice to have, if you're zooming in, let's see how far we get in here. All right. You guys are really, you know, you must be dedicated people. You must be really, there we go. Well, you guys, usually I would never get anyone on here. Maybe this is the time slot we should do every day. What is it? Every Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Yeah. No. Yeah, Wednesday. Right. Yeah. I got a lot. I'm doing a lot. That's why I'm kind of losing it here. But let's see. Okay, so let me just see how far out here we got. Far out, man. Okay, so there's our thing. So the camera is going to be really small. So it might be nice to have, when we zoom in, at least like that. Now we can see him looking kind of bored. Okay, now the other thing is you guys just joined us here. And when I say guys, I mean girls too. I just say guys as a general thing, okay? So if you're not a guy or girl or whatever you are, someone from another world, it's okay. You're still a guy. You're just a guy, okay? Guys, I guess I could say guys and gals, but then people get mad because it's like, well, I'm not a gal. I don't like that. So never mind. Okay, I just went into a wormhole here. Sorry. Okay, so let's go back to this. I'm going to turn this on so you can hear it again. And just get an idea of what's going on here. Okay, so.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies, I was like a cog in the wheel. I wanted to be free like them.
Okay.
But I was intimidated with all.
So that's what he's trying to do. He's a cog in the wheel and he wants to be free like them. So.
I was like a cog
in the wheel. So that's where he's looking kind of bored. And then this is where he's, let's see if he's looking bored here.
I wanted to be free like them. But I was intimidated with all this.
Beam at him, and then he takes off. Now I did move this stuff around. So let me see. He zooms in and he says,
I wanted to be free like them.
And he takes off there. I want to free like them. See, that's Steve Jobs, by the way. He's looking like, hey, what are you doing? You're going to get back to work. All right. I know Steve Jobs isn't alive, but this is in the past. This is in the past when he lived in a giant machine. See?
To be free. Be free.
Should I have Steve Jobs shaking his fist? Come back here! Get in here! Melissa M. Hey, is that Melissa M? That's Melissa M. I know Melissa M. Melissa, why are you here? You're bored.
Be free like.
Wow.
Be like
them. Well, this is great. Wow, 18 people. I'm just so excited. All right.
I wanted to be free like them, but I was intimidated with all this.
So basically, he wants to be free like them, and then, but I was intimidated by all this.
With all this feeling because I've never done anything in my own voice.
So he never did anything in his own voice, never did anything by himself. He never produced anything himself, you see? And so that's what I want to show here. And then
I always felt comfortable working with a team.
So when he says, I want to feel I've always felt comfortable working with a team. So that's where he's going to kind of like, he's flying over thing and he's going to come down and land. Okay. In a team of people. Something similar maybe like this. See? Something like that, maybe. So that's why I put flying and landing near team. There's a team. But see, it's a team of people, so they're not really gonna... I thought about doing this, having one person in the team on this thing just be like kind of looking up and following him down. It would be cool if you could have him, like, this guy just faints. But I don't think the client would like that. Or maybe he just looks at the guy like, oh my God, that guy's been flying. But everybody else ignores him. You see? Does that make sense? Hey, Melissa, meet Leif. As in safe. Leif space. That's Leif. You know where Leif's from? Leif's is from Kentucky. And Dylan has to go. Oh, Dylan had to leave. Well, he's in, I think he's in St. Louis. And then Brian Vegas. Thanks for doing that. Hey. Oh, you're welcome. He's in Toronto, Canada. Oh my God. This is great. Yes, to be super bored, but also love animation. All right, great. Well, good. So maybe I should do this. If you subscribe to Animateducated, I will put some more stuff into the community tab, and maybe we can schedule this and just have it so you guys can, drop in and Drop in, man. Check it out. Okay, so sometimes when I get too, I get too wheel. Cog in the wheel. So thinking about this, let's see.
For these companies.
So he looks over here, he looks up there, and then he says, cog in the wheel. So I think I should extend this a bit. So this is what I'm going to do. Doesn't it sound like he's coughing? That's backwards. Okay, so he's going to look over here like this. He looks down like that. It does look like the Brady Bunch. You're right. Da, 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 da. It's a story of a man named Jobs who had a bunch of people who worked for him. Da, 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 da. So he was a guy in a turtleneck, and yet he was all alone. Okay, stop it. Everybody left. I have 20 people, and they all just left, just right now. Okay, I can't take the singing. I have to leave now? Okay. Alright, so he's going to be here. This would be a perfect place right here. Just hold him there for longer. Okay? So I'm just telling myself to do that, not you. You don't have to do anything. You can just sit here and watch. If you're suffering from insomnia, this is the best cure for that right now. Okay, so he's looking that way, and then he's going to turn like that, and this is where he's going to turn around. So. Cog in the wheel. And so that's what I was trying to do, is just make him, so when he's kind of sitting like this, so I can extend that. So I'm just going to extend it. Extending! And so, just to see, that looks pretty good, huh? Right? Looks like Steve Jobs is like looking over at him. What are you planning to do? Well, actually, that's my worst Steve Jobs. I don't even know how he talks. I know. Anyhow, so he's looking over there, and this guy's looking this way. Our hero's looking this way. Let's see if we can use this. So he's just watching the wheels go round and round, and then I want him to.
I want to be free.
I want to be free like them. So he's gonna see what I got here. So I thought I had that animation. Where is it? I think I pushed it way over here. Oh, I did. Oh, he's in the wrong space now. Uh-oh. So yeah, something happened here. Okay. I moved something I should not have moved. Oh, I see. So I'm moving all this stuff over, and I don't think I moved this stuff, but I didn't move the actual controls, which is here. And so, anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, I know you're probably confused and going, what the hell is this? I don't get it. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, I've lost my little man. Where are you, my little man? Where are you? Oh, I got all these heads. But that's the one right there, and it's in the wrong place. So apparently I've lost my actor. That's so depressing when you lose your actor. I mean, you gotta call up the actor's family, and you have to tell them, hey, how's Johnny doing? Well, we had a little problem. What happened? Well, we've kind of lost our actor. See, that's where he's supposed to be, right there. Good. Okay, so it's working. I just had to move stuff away. All right, don't worry. This all makes sense. See, this is the stuff you don't get to see, right? Stuff you don't want to see. I don't want to see this. All right, so I'm just trying to line up this little guy here to somewhere in here. So, all right, so let's just bring this back. Bringing it back. Beep, 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 boop. Okay. And now, there he is. See, he's where he's supposed to, kind of where he's supposed to be. Okay, so then I'll just back this up because this one and this one and this one, I think these are just the heads, and I need these heads because I might need to draw his face on model again. And if I erase these heads, I'm gonna be in trouble. So what I'll do this, sometimes you gotta do this. You can make another layer by going up to this little plus button and go adding a layer, and I'm just gonna make this the head layer. I'm gonna make it big letters here. Heads for reference. Oh God, look at that. It's the only thing I don't like about this. You put spaces in this now and it doesn't give you spaces. It just writes everything like you're a crazy man. So you have to go make a space, and then you say add and close, and it puts it right there. So now I'm going to take my head layer, all those little heads. I'm talking about these guys here. I'm going to take that, and I'll put it on that layer. Grab them, and I think I can just blop it up there, and yeah, they're going to be there. All right, and then I can turn it off. See? Woohoo! It's gone. And then I can go back here, and I can become the king of the world.
Mommy, that's a recording.
Yeah, it's a recording. Yeah, this isn't live or anything.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Great. Great. Now the illusion has been shattered. It's okay. I got it.
Say hi.
Huh?
Lily said to say hi.
Oh, okay. Did she? She likes the thing. Everybody's going, what the hell are they talking about? What are you talking about?
Purple is her favorite color.
Purple's a favorite color, everybody. All right, that's great. Oh, good. I'm glad she's happy with that. There he is. Now that's looking right. Okay, so now I got to figure out how to get from that to that. Okay, so this has all been roughed in. And right now I think he's on the right, he's at the right place, and then he jumps off. So I think what I can do is I can bring this back a little bit more. There we go. There, he jumps up. But see, he's going to jump up right when the gears are going away. That's what I want to do. Otherwise, what will happen is he'll fly into Steve Jobs' head. And then Steve Jobs will go, ah! And he'll fall over. I don't want that. Okay. So as it starts to go away, you see it eases out and it gets faster. It's easing out of the driveway. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep him up as long as we can. I think he starts to move like right there. So we'll just, using the minus key, boop, boop, boop. Try that. Let's see if that works. No. He still hits him in the head. Okay. So when the thing starts to move, so we have to back it up, I bet. Yeah, back, get it back. Yeah. So now, oh, that might be it. Oh, it's almost there. Let's try it one more time. Oh, boop, boop. See, he's kind of going back. The thing is about this is that the gears are on ones and they're moving down, but the guy flying around's on twos. So use underscores. What does that mean? Use underscores. I don't get that. Is that a harmony thing? All right, let me know, Leif. I'm really curious. What use underscores as opposed to overscores? Okay, I don't know what that means. If I do know what it means, I can't. I'm not sure what's happening. All right, so here's where he leaps off, which is right. That looks pretty good. Okay, so here what we're gonna do, we're do some animation. We're gonna have this guy sitting, waiting for someday my prince will come. Instead of spaces for layers, yeah, layer names. Instead of spaces for layer names. Oh, yeah. I get you. Well, see, look what happens. It does that. You do the spaces on that, doing that procedure, and it automatically gives you underscore right there. I didn't know that either, and it just happened one day, and I was like, wow, I must be really bored. So anyway, let's go back to this. This is our onion skin feature. Hello, my name's Onion Skin. Onion skins are really, some people like onion skins. See, there he is. You can see where we're going to be. So right now there's a lot to this, but I do have a lot of time there, like a lot of frames. So I'm just going to kind of wing this and say, okay, so if I was here, oops, if my guy is standing like that, let's think about this. Let's go back and see if we can just add a few things. So, all right, so his foot's going to be about there. How does he get out of there? Oh my, he got to get out of there pretty quick. I don't want to be here all day, and neither does he. So let's just figure out that right now. So let's go ahead and we'll just put rough in like this foot here, and let's see if we can figure out how to do this. If his leg is like this, and then he has a body attached to that leg, and think about how would you get out of a car, or a tunnel, you're probably going to be doing something like this, and like one hand is probably going to be now these, got to remember those things are spinning around. So yeah, so we'll just put our hand kind of somewhere there, and we'll put his arm out like this, and maybe he can hold on to the edge here like a portal to a ship, but he can't hold on to these things, because if you put your hand on there, it's going to go that way, and you're going to get pinched, and don't do that. So all right, so we're roughing it in, and we're going to put that other leg down there. Okay, and we're just going to kind of trying to do like a little bit of what's called straight ahead animation, but you're trying to figure out the poses, so you're doing both at the same time, kind of. So let's see if I can just move that one thing over here. Yeah, so I can just see kind of, so his head's there, he's in there, and so I'm going to go back down here, because that's where he is, and then that's the next drawing there. So I'm going to make a little space there. Boop. And now I can see, like, okay, so if he's decided I'm going to move out of here, all right, I might have to work backwards now. He has a lot of hair, so I'm going to remember that. All right, so his head is there, so, thinking about this. Okay, so if you put your foot there, you gotta go down. So let's get his body back in here. He's got maybe one hand up here. He's kind of reaching, trying to get him in here. Maybe put his head like down like this. Notice how I'm just scribbling this out, guys, right? Oh, I got 24 people here. My God. You guys are so bored. No, hopefully you're enjoying this. Just let me know. So, there we go. I'm just playing around, just trying to figure this out. So see, this is what I want him to do. I want him to feel like he's here, and then at one point he's gonna like, oh, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So he's gonna kind of do something like this. Then he's gonna somehow get his foot up on there, and then he's gonna kind of jump out like that. Okay, this is all gonna be one kind of motion because I'm not gonna have him standing on here waiting to leave and all that. Hey, it's Alex. All right. Yeah, Alex is on here now. Alex is bored to death. Everyone's bored. Okay. Again, this is the perfect solution to insomnia. I'm your host. Welcome. Sound Ideas. Welcome, Sound Ideas. Welcome, Lave Space. Welcome, Dylan left. I don't know if Melissa's still here. She probably left. I don't know. But we have Alejandro is in here from Suburban Explorers. So you can check out his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of cool stuff on his channel. So I think everybody has a YouTube channel these days. I don't know. Old people, like really old people. This is my channel. Now back when I was a boy, we used to catch the sponges and we would put them out and we had herds of sponges. They would be all out there running around, and we would catch them, and we would train them to help us catch fish. Wow, I don't know where that came from, but yeah. So let's just do this. We're just trying to get this guy out of his hole like that. See, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free to fly. Right? So that's the fun part. Okay, so how do we get this guy out of here? Okay. So let's think about this. All right, you're bored. Obviously you're bored. You're watching me. Okay. Well, hopefully you're enjoying this. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this guy and we're going to figure out, we're going to have what's called anticipation. We're going to have him anticipate. So he's got to remember, anticipation is where if you want to go to the left, you got to go to the right first and then go to the left. So otherwise it looks very strange if he just starts to move and he jumps out like that. So let's get him to anticipate. So like he's looking off this way and he decides, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get out of here. All right. I can hear my wife sneezing in the background. I don't know why she does this. She sneezes like 8 times in a row. Maybe this is information you don't need to know, but I just thought there's 27 people watching, and I've never had that many people. And I just thought, oh, well, I'll just do this by myself, and maybe I'll get some work done. If it doesn't work, I'll just like not save this, and we'll try it out. But this is great, you guys. I hope you're enjoying this. All right, so here it is. Here's our guy. We can pull this down a little so we can see kind of where he's at. All right, so I'm just going to concentrate on this, thinking about how does he... So we're going to anticipation here. So he's got his hand on this thing. So we're going to have him kind of crunch up his fingers a little bit. Again, this is we can get away with a lot because we're not super close on this in the camera view. So I'm going to say, like, if he's, let's see, maybe have him, yeah, because he's got to, eventually he's going to be somewhere down here. So his hand's going to be kind of on here. And and he coughs really much because he's addicted to cigarettes. No. All right, so here he's there. Okay, so yeah, this is where he's anticipating. So we're going to have his head kind of go down like this. His eyes are going to be kind of down here. His nose will be about there. Something like that. And his hair is going to be kind of like that. Got it? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So he can even arch his shoulders a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just setting up a pose. That's all I'm doing. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, so he's going to go down like that. Then he's going to start to do this. So that makes sense, I think. I think that looks pretty good. But let's get, how does he get his hand down like that? So it's got to be quick, you know? Doesn't have to be, you know, 20 frames or anything like that. Just something quick. I just erased it. Luckily I have Control Z to bring it back. Okay. So that's what he's doing. All right, so let's make another, we'll delete that one so we can open it up, and then we can concentrate on this one and that one. Okay, you kind of get an idea of where he goes from here to there. So, his arm. So if I was like that, and this is where you have to, sometimes you have to just try it out, you know? So I'm going to switch over again so you can actually see what I look like. I'm not just a voice. You probably are listening to me and have your thinking I'm an old man. When I am an old man, then you better get off my lawn. Get out of here. No good people looking at my lawn. Who are you people? No, hold on. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to think about. As I animate, you want to try it out. You want to, you want to, try and do this smoothly. It's not doing it smoothly. Here we go. There we go. You want to act it out, right? So I've got my guy. He's like this. Now, how do I get him to go like? So this is great. I can see myself on the screen. So he's kind of like, you know, gee, I wish I had something to play. You know, I wish I had something to eat. Oh, well, wait a minute, you know. So he's going to do something where he's watching something and then he's going to anticipate down. So he's doing a take, basically. I'm going to have him looking and he's going to go down like this. His hands are going to be like this. So he's kind of going like this. And then he can, you know, start to come up. Those arms can go up. And then he can push himself up like that. At least that's what I'm thinking he's going to do. Let's now go back to our animation. Already in progress. Here we are. We're back. We hope you enjoyed that. Well, now we're going back to this. What if I talk like this? Would this be annoying, or would this be just like you'd fall asleep? Okay, for everybody that's trying to fall asleep, I'll try to talk like that. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do there. So it's going to quick in between, and sometimes, you know, let's see, you can use the onion skin to kind of rough it in. So he's going to do a take. So I have him kind of sitting like this, and he's going to go down and he's going to go up. Okay, so it's kind of a, yeah, it's a quick thing. So that arm that's on his cheek there, right here, is going to go down really quick. It's going to go down that fast. So I'm just going to put another in between in here, a breakdown drawing if you want to call it that. And I'm just going to put his hand, just rough it in like this. Right, and get his hands there. And what's his other hand? His other hand's just kind of sitting like that. But this is the hand that's like the one that's moving, right? So it's going down like that, and then his head is just going to rotate downwards. So something like this maybe. So his head, his eyes will be about here. There. So if you flip back and forth using the arrow keys between the M and the question mark on your computer, you see? How's that? it's animating. Oh my gosh, Henry, get the children out of here. It's animation in progress. Look out. Okay, well, good to talk to you, Leif. If you're still here, yeah, stop by again. Leif is from Kentucky, everyone. Leif is from Kentucky. Yeah. All right. So, that's looking pretty good. Now, the volume is a little goofy and stuff like that. But see, you want to just rough in the shapes. Kind of get an idea of where his hair is. You know, doesn't have to be all crazy, but something like that. And he's going to be, you know, he's going to get closing his eyes, you know. And he's got a mustache. Something like this. But something like this will be just enough where maybe we can even splay his fingers out a little bit. Doesn't have to get too, you don't have to get too detailed yet. You're just trying to get him to, he's going to go down like that, and then eventually he's going to go up here. So that takes time. So what we're going to, and we have time. We have enough time here. Right? Because what was that? See, I still got to fix this. This is not done. So as he comes in,
I wanted to be.
So in here is just music. So I might be able to just pull this stuff a little farther over this way, and then take this one, and see, you can click on it and you can pull it down like that. So there's on twos. So he's going to be like here, and then he's going to anticipate down, and then I have enough time to figure out how he's going to get up there. So again, this is where I'm just kind of breaking it down into little bits. Little bits. Anybody would like to send a chat, I'll be glad to answer any questions. We now have 29 viewers, which means there's 29 people out there that are really into this, or are just really bored, or they just want to fall asleep and they can't. And I tell you, this is like watching someone knit a sweater right now here, folks. If you're really into that, you'll love it. If you don't, you're just gonna fall asleep. So anyway, so here's a good thing that I do sometimes is I like this drawing right here, so I'm gonna copy his head like that. Okay, and I'm gonna copy it, Control C, and I'm gonna go to this frame here, and I'm gonna paste it. And now I'm gonna see, like, okay, if he's going into this, maybe he can. How do we get him out there, guys? Let's bring him down even more over this way. Maybe we'll rotate him like this, a little bit more. Oops. Okay. Just oops. Grab his stuff. Pull him down this way. Okay. Let me get rid of this one. I know, right? Look at all these lines. They're crazy, right? How can you see through all that? Oh my gosh. I know, it's crazy. It's insane. That's why I have a license. That's right. I know. I'm registered, know how to use Harmony, well, to a certain point. I took a course and everything. Okay, Brian Vega says, could this be a weekly thing? Yeah, do you want to do that? It's really inspiring me to animate. Super cool, but obviously not necessary. Well, that's good. And then Alejandro says, I gotta get Toon Boom. Okay, we'll go get it. I'll wait here. But yeah, if you guys want to see this, go to Animateducated, go to the community. I don't know if you can leave messages there, but if you want to contact me through animateducated@gmail.com, that's my Gmail there. You can go there and, contact me there. And I would like to do this. This is probably the first time I've ever gotten a lot of people 29 people to actually, check this out. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Not weird, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm just kind of roughing in his arms, and I'm gonna kind of put his shoulders up more this way. I'm just like going with the flow, man. I'm going with the flow. Look at that. See, he's doing something. He's here. He's going down like that. He's going to go down even more. And then he's got to somehow get up here. Okay. Think about that. So he's down here. So he's like this. And then he's going to move. I guess he's going to tilt back. He's going to put his hands up. Okay. See, I'm acting it out. You can't see me do that right now. And I'm not going to get online and do that. No, I could. But, yeah, so there. So this is what I'm thinking. Like, if he does that, what does he do next? So, how do you do it? See? It's easy to understand. No, hold on. There we go. So if I have him doing this, and I said to myself, oh, he should move backwards. So let's get his head in there again. We have it in, we can paste it. There he is. And, yeah, so he can rotate his head again. Rotate it a little this way, maybe. And we'll put that one back. That needs to go back over here somewhere. All right, so he's going to be about there, maybe, and then so he's going to go. Let's see if I'm down like that up here, and I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to reach my hands up, and then I'm going to start to stand up and pull myself out. Okay. Got it? That's easy enough, right? You're like, huh? What's he talking about? But see, you guys that are watching this, you get it. I think you get it. You seem to be getting it because you wanna watch this thing or watch a guy animate something. So you must be into this, which is great because most people would just be falling asleep right now. You know, they'd be so bored. What the hell is he doing? Why is he doing that? Or they just swipe away. I don't know if I could let people watch me work like this. You're braver than me. Well, you are a teacher after all. Ah, well, yes, I am a teacher, and I will teach you what you need to know. No. Yeah, thanks. I don't know, Alex. I just put this up today. Just started to do this on my own. Thought I would talk to myself for an hour or something. No one would show up. It's weird. When I don't advertise this, well, no, when I do advertise this, nobody shows up. But when I don't advertise it, I get 29 people looking at this thing. How's that possible? Why is it possible? Okay. Now we're going to do this one. You notice he's going down like this. His arms are spreading apart. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do that little thing like what I'm thinking about where he's going to lift himself up. But I guess I could do it quickly. I guess he can slide into it. I don't know. Does that look right? If you're just joined us, I'm trying to make it look like he's going up and like that, and then leaping off. Maybe we can get away with that. We could just slide his hands up to that pose as he's moving out of it. Like he's standing up during this time. Remember, this is really small. So nobody's going to sit there and go, I can't watch this movie because it's not animated the right way with the right physics. No, nobody's going to do that. It's a very quick scene. Just trying to make it interesting. So here is his head. We'll move his head upwards like that. And yeah, somewhere in the middle there. Maybe we'll tilt it a little bit. Oops. We'll rotate it a little bit. There we go. There we go. Something like that. Trying to do like an arc. Just arcing the head so it's not just going straight up. It's kind of going in a circle kind of thing. Alright, so see, there's a good in-between right there. See, I can put his hand, I can do his hand kind of like in here. Right, his thumb could be like right there. Right, just roughing it in, man. And then kind of put the hand like it's still holding on the edge of the side of this thing, and it's going up that way. And then his arms, you know, maybe we can get his arms kind of out like that. I don't know. His arms, yeah, his arms need to start to come up. Man. Alright. Why don't you just do this in Maya? Why you doing? Because that's everybody on Earth can do this on Maya. But how many people can actually draw the damn thing? Yes? Oh boy, that's probably really bad. Oh, I just lost a viewer now. Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, I think I can get away with this, guys. And that's what it's all about, getting away with stuff. Cheating. I'm cheating in animation here. Right? Cheat away. See, that's what I'm doing. So he's got to get his elbows kind of up and out of there. So like right about there, add another in between, it should do it. Let's see. Again, this is all kind of straight ahead animation, what I'm doing. Trying to pose out the main stuff first, and then just kind of going through and trying to get the rest of it in there. Okay, so yeah, so let's do this. Let's pull those arms out this way now. And then we'll see. We'll get his hands maybe more like in here. And sometimes when you get it to a certain way of drawing it, then it kind of your brain sometimes clicks in and you go, oh yeah. And then other times you say, oh no. But I'm just roughing. Look at this, look how rough this is. Right? Just roughing it in, just trying to, just in the dark with a pencil, drawing on a piece of paper, and I can't see anything. Alright, so yeah, get his arms kind of like that. And his body is going to be a little bit more like in here, like that. Okay, so maybe that's what I don't know. Let me see. No. Anybody know what that is from? Anybody know what that is from? What? That's Magic Mike Edwards. Where? What? Magic Mike told me to let you know he's watching you on his TV right now. Really enjoying the show. Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say hi to Mike. I'm sorry, guys. I have to do a little thing. He's in Florida. So I have to like switch this thing here like this and just say hi to him like, excuse me, won't you? Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Ah, there we go. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, I'm on your TV. Haha, I'm on your TV. La la la. See, I'm doing it my Pee-wee impersonation. Right? Hey, and some kids are going, what's that? So anyway, hey Mike, how you doing? Hey, let's do a magic trick. Okay, I do this with my students all the time, especially with the first meeting of my students. I hold up something. It's usually on Zoom. I don't do this in the classroom. This would be weird. But I hold up something, and then what I do is I go, okay, I'm going to hand it to you, and then I go like that, and then they're on their side of the screen, and I'll ruin it. They kind of pick up something else, and they go, and then we go, whoa, how did it turn into that? So that's an icebreaker. That's called an icebreaker. It allows you to break ice. You can actually take this, find some ice, hit it right about there. Pow! Breaks the ice. It's really good with that. Anyway, so there you go. Hi, Mike. Wave, Mike. Here we go. Ha. Wait, am I doing it right? Ho, ho. Ah. Ow. Ow. Oh, I should do this. Sorry. Ruined it. Ah. Oh, I got it. Wait a minute. I take it. Ah. And I got it. And I go. Ah. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. There it is. It's okay. Thank you. Oh, it looks like someone fainted back there. Sorry. It's not real. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to animating now, and you can go back to watching this. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're back to this now. Ah, man, this is so long. I can't believe you people are watching. You people! I can't believe you're watching this. 30 people are watching this. It's insane. But I hope you're enjoying it. So he's going up like that, you see? And he's going to jump out. Now, how do I get his leg out there? If I was getting out of a tight situation like this, I think I'm going to be doing something silly, like, not silly, but just trying to, I'm going to have to lean over, I think, right? Okay, so I'm doing something, I'm thinking, if I'm here, you know, I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna lean back like this. So I'm gonna go over this way, like that. And I might even, when I lean over like that, my arm's gonna maybe be more, you know, more out this way. And that's okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's okay because I'm on a different layer. And yeah, I can kind of do this. Now he does have short sleeves. Okay. And then that other hand there has to be kind of where it is on this one. So it's kind of gets lost. Okay. So yeah, so let's go ahead and bring that hand up a little bit up here. Oh, I'm so inspired because you guys are watching this. See? I feel good. Wow. You care. You really care. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a drawing of this and then kind of introduce his leg. So maybe when he does this, his leg starts to come up here. You see his knee. Right? So just roughing this out. Something like that. Does that look good? Does that look good? Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? You know, when you're getting out of the tank, you know, we've all been in a tank before, right? Everybody's been in a tank, right? Okay. Yeah, that's how you get out of the tanks. Well, basically, this is an M4 rocket, and no. Okay, so there you can see it's starting to come up. He's going like this. And yeah, so all I have to do is quickly, on the next one, get his foot up there, because he's got to get his foot there. Now, his foot is pretty small, but that's okay. He's going to be kind of, he's got a short shirt on, short sleeve shirt. So he's kind of leaning like this. Oh my gosh, look at all this. I was trying to get a handle where everything is. Alright, there we go. And then, so he's going to kind of, he's lifted his leg up. And so the next one, he's not down like that. He's got to get farther up. So we can delete all these other drawings because we don't need those. Do we? Do we need these? I don't think so. Alright, so minus to minus. So did anybody see Oppenheimer? I just saw it yesterday. Okay. We went and saw it on 70 millimeter on IMAX, which is what the the director wanted everyone to go see it on, right? We did. We went. We went to Universal Studios, the City Walk here. We never go there, but we decided let's do it, and we did. But the only thing about that, it was a great, huge screen, great sound. Everything was wonderful, except the seating. It was like sitting on a plane, guys. It's like sitting on a plane in the middle of like the midsection of a big plane. You're sitting there, and now imagine someone walking like in front of you, and your legs are like, yeah, and you're trying to get away, and they're like going into your legs, and you're going to their legs, and it's getting really intimate now, and you're like, oh God, this is crazy. So that's right, and yeah, it was nuts. It was great seating, but boy, did this. I mean, not seating. Sorry, that's the thing that sucked. Was the seating was just awful. I couldn't believe it, man. All right, so this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this head to kind of go over that way, and I'm trying to get him. I gotta get his foot up there. So let's go ahead and we'll put the rim of his foot up here, like that. So that means that the knee is actually going to go up a little higher, as you can see. Yes, this is a medical forensics kind of thing we're doing right now. See, there's his thing. Now his bottom is over here, and he's kind of down this way, and he's over here, and he can lean more. He can lean more this way. Let's lean him some more. What do you think? What do you think, huh? Should we have him lean more? Yeah. Okay, we'll just put his head kind of like this. This is kind of like how I felt when I was watching the movie. In those great comfortable seats at City Walk in, and you thought, like, oh, City Walk, great, yeah, great theater. Yeah, it was a great theater, but boy, for a 3-hour movie or whatever, shoosh, my legs were killing me. I looked like this. Let me show you. This is what I look like sitting in that chair right there. And Lemmy is here. Hey, Lemmy! That's one of my students. You mean Lemmy, the star of stage and screen? Yes, that's him. I'm pretty sure he has a brother. It's Lemmy. I think that's Lemmy. Is it Lemmy? Just give me a yes or no, Lemmy. That's all you have to say. Yes or no. This is Lemmy. Okay, so yeah, so there you can see. So that's great. It looks like he's pushing off over like that. He's like getting way over like this, and so if he's way over like that, we just got to get his hand. So there's his hand, and his hand can move upwards. We don't have to get it right in the same spot. So let's move that over. And we'll move it up here like that. So it's like he's sliding his arm or his hand up like that, and so if his shoulder's going up like that, let's just continue that leg. His can't even talk. His arm goes that way, and so like I said, if you just joined me, I don't know, Lemmy, if you saw the movie Oppenheimer, but don't go to see it in City Walk, because you will sit in a chair that you'll be sitting looking like that. Okay? It is Lemmy. All right. Gosh, you noticed me. I know, Lemmy. How could I forget you, Lemmy? Lemmy's like an awesome. He doesn't think he's awesome. Maybe he does now. But his animation is amazing. He has a brother, and they should like become a studio because they are awesome artists. I try to say that to them, but they get all shy and they're like, "Oh, I know I'm nothing." It's like they were really. I had them for a class, and they were both, man. They're awesome. They did some good stuff. Lemmy's like, oh, he's blushing right now. I can tell. He's like, no, cut it out. Okay, so here, I'm just trying to get my Spider-Man. No, it's not Spider-Man, but Yeah, his head looks a little goofy right there, but that's okay. I don't care about it. I'm just trying to get something that makes it look like he's moving out of here, and eventually gets up and does that. Now, I animated this a while ago, all this stuff, so I might have to change it, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. All right, so if his foot's there, now I got his foot there. So now let's do one thing at a time. Let's move his foot back over here like that, and then we'll get that leg up. Cause right, his leg is like there's his knee, right? His knee's like way up here, right? Something like that. And then yeah, so then we'll just get his knee over here. Right? Oh, this is going to look really good, except it's going to be really small. But that's okay, it'll work. Alright, so now I'm just kind of getting lost here. There's his butt, and there's his butt there, so he's got his butt somewhere over here, like that. And, yeah, he's kind of goes forward like that. So Lemmy, make sure... I'm hoping Lemmy, if you worked on your, if you ever finished your film that you were working on, let me know, because we're gonna do a, at the school we're gonna do a, we're pushing for a kind of a fall semester screening. That's before everyone gets burnt out at the end of the semester. This is, I say we have a screening before, like in the fall, like in October or something, and show some amazing animation that people have done in classes. So it gets everybody pumped up and wanting to like, oh, I could do that a lot better. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I would go to school and we would have a screening every year in the fall. It was great because you would go back to school and then you'd see what people did, what they finished, and it just got you so charged up. You wanted to like, oh, I want to do that too. And I don't know, for some reason the school we're at, they've never had a screening. They don't screen people's work. I mean, we all work on stuff, and then we don't get to see the final result. And to see the final result with a big audience is great because everybody, is pumped, and they, just all this stuff like here. It makes it worth going. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. Looks like he's gonna jump out and kill someone. See, he's supposed to be bored, and then he does this. And he does that, like, I wanted to be free, and he jumps out like that. Hey, that's looking pretty good. Of course, I say that now, and I'll look at tomorrow, and I'll be like, no, that looks awful. Who did this? Someone came in here when I wasn't looking and made this. What a bunch of crap. This is awful. Okay, so now we're going to go from that to this. And since I've been doing all this as kind of straight ahead, you notice that it is getting bigger. He is getting bigger. And look at that head. Oh, my God. And then it gets smaller. So, yeah, you got to watch all that. But it's just roughing it in, I'm just roughing this stuff in. So I can always go back and fix all that stuff later and do all that. Okay, anybody in the chat room want to say hey or whatever? What about those people that are silently just watching? Like, Brian, are you still there? Brian Vegas, who's in Vegas. He's calling for Las Vegas, right? No, maybe not. Well, I just want to find out where everyone's from. So I know Alejandro there at Suburban Explorer. You're up in Santa Rosa. And Mike Edwards, the Mike Edwards, Magic Mike as he's called. He's not a stripper. He's actually a magician. Okay, guys. So just don't even think about it. God, these people. I tell ya, I don't know. All right, so yeah, so now I'm just gonna. I've been on for too long, I think. So I'm going to just get it to a certain point, and then we're going to call it a night. And we can always come back later and do this again. If you're interested, let me know. Let me know now. You can type that in the chat. Yes, I would like to see this again. No, I would not like to see this ever again. Good day to you. All right, so see, I could make the head go all the way up, but I want to use an arc. I want to kind of go out somewhere else like this and have him kind of figure out that. All right, so his foot's basically going to be planted there. And let's see. Yeah, so I can figure out. So his knee is kind of going out this way. Something like this. Lemmy's just laughing his head off right now because he's like, this is how you draw? Oh my gosh. See, Lemmy's just like, oh, ow, how do you draw like that? That's, all right, so I'm trying, Lemmy, I'm trying. Oh, all right, so just roughing this out just to see if this is what I want to do. And it's hard sometimes. You can turn it off the onion skin, but then you lose where are we? So, okay, so his leg is down in the pit and it jumps out here. Okay, so obviously it's kind of small there. So, I don't know, let's just kind of keep him, his foot's almost coming out of there. And he's in a very odd position like this. And I'm thinking, this is probably like me getting out of I don't know, a little hole or something. And then it turns into this guy. So, yeah, so this, he's looking very free. And, so, but that's going to look pretty good, I think.
I want to be.
I want to be free. That's what he says.
No, I want to be free.
I want to be free like them. And
I want to be
free. So yeah, so we still have to kind of figure out this roughing in, kind of an in-between thing. So yeah, so his head goes out this way, and then it kind of comes back this way, and his body is turning, kind of straightening up. Maybe in here. Put his foot there. Maybe we might have to adjust this a little bit. We can push this out a little bit more this way. Something like that. See, you rough it out until, that's what Glenn Keane does. He would always rough his stuff out, just trying to, but with Glenn Keane, a lot better than this. He could figure it out easy, probably, Me, it's taking a little time. So his arms are kind of there, and they're going to kind of leap upwards, I guess. And that's going to be a little bit of to figure out how to do that. I might have to redraw his legs there. He's looking pretty good. What do you think, guys? I think it looks amazing. Well, thank you very much. You didn't have to say it like that, but thank you. Thank you. I do not understand. Why are we watching this? I thought this was the bowling channel. No, it's not. Oh, I really wanted to watch the bowling channel today. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't the bowling channel. Do you know where I can watch the bowling channel at? Okay, so what I did, all this silly stuff I'm doing, I just deleted one of my drawings. Oh no. Alright, so I have to go back to Control Z. Bloop, bloop. There it is. That's the one I deleted. So, yeah. See, I'm goofing off. And this is what happens. Alright, so it is, wow, 34 people are here? Wow, can't believe it. Okay. I think either they've come and gone, which could be the case. There we go. Let's just look at this.
I wanted to be.
So what happened here is I animated all this stuff, all this flying around stuff was done, that was done earlier. So I have to kind of adapt this now because so now I'm being super realistic here, and then I'm getting to this kind of fanciful thing. But it's rough. Main thing is I'm just trying to show that his feet is on this turning gear, and when he starts to move or fly away, the gear, everything goes away. And so with all the extra drawing, I kind of lost that. So I just have to adjust this back. Minus, 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 minus. And just see where I can... See, it starts to move there. Otherwise, I'm going to hit Steve Jobs in the head. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You're going to hit Steve Jobs in the head. See? It's going to hit him. Look out, Steve Jobs. Pow. Ooh. So it's in the wrong place. But that's okay. I can just get it in the right place. Just kind of move this back a bit. And see, yeah.
I wanted to be free.
Okay, so maybe I need to go forward. Sound like you said, oh well. Oh well. I want a whale. Oh whale. Okay. See, he's gonna hit him. So that means I gotta make all this stuff actually not go backwards but go forwards. So it's kind of a give and take thing. Alright, so I'm just adding frames here and seeing maybe...
I wanted to be...
There it is. Almost. It's gonna hit him in the head. Alright. Add a couple more drawings this way. Plop, 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 plop. 4 drawings. There we go.
I wanted to be free.
Perfect. I think that might be it. Because he has to jump off right before this thing starts to go. See? Oh, just missed Steve Jobs' head right there.
To be free like...
I wanted to be free and hit Steve Jobs in the head. No, you can't do that. I'm going to add 2 more frames and just see if that'll work.
To be free like...
That works pretty good.
Free like...
There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. So, always save, and save a new version, guys. See, this is version 3. I'm going to call it version 4. There we go. I'm not saving over the same thing. I used to do that a lot until one time that thing went away for good. Then I was like, no. So now I've always save a new version. Okay, so, and if I do save over a version, it usually will say, hey, do you want to save over this? And I say, no. Okay, so let's zoom out, and then we'll call it a night or a day, depending on what you're watching. Again, this is the Animateducated channel, where I've just been animating for a few hours when I should be sleeping. Yeah, and here we go. So let's take a look at this. Okay? So it's going to start off, we're going to cut to this. And he's zooming out. Again, this isn't final. I still have to like adjust his head and junk like that, but not much. I'm not
That working.
This is really fast, I think. And I'm trying to think right now. It's the camera peg. It's just going really fast into this pose here. And I think I have a combination, maybe of, no, that's the arm. Just looking at my controls here to seeing why does it zip out so fast? And all I can think of is that on one of these layers, there's Jobs. And this is, so I'm zooming out here. This to this. That's what's going by so quickly. But I've got a camera move. So my camera starts off here and then it starts to move back. And as it moves back to about here, the other thing, see, there it is right here. So as this goes back pretty normal, suddenly when it gets to about here, I don't know, there's something weird. It zips by really fast. And I'm thinking I'd like to have it slow down a little bit, you know? Not have it zip by so fast. So anyway, that's just a little thing I gotta work on. Okay, so I save that and let's watch this now.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies,
See?
I was like a cog in the wheel. I wanted to be free like them. But I was intimidated with all this feeling because I've never done anything in my own voice. I always felt comfortable working with a team.
So he's working with team. See, look at all the stuff I gotta do. Damn. 400, 500 frames, you guys. This is the longest scene I think I have in this whole thing. Oh my gosh, this is gigantic.
I suddenly
Alright, so let me see.
realized
This is the one thing that's bugging me.
that
Somewhere in here, man, look how fast that goes. And let me see if we can figure out what's going on here. So right now, it's just like going fast. And then because the keyframe itself is way over there. Right there. So it's jumping forward too fast. Alright, now let me think about this.
Suddenly realized that
Okay, so I suddenly realized that this goes really fast. Look at that. It just books. And it's not being affected by the lower peg there. But his arm, that's his arm peg. So it's not affecting anything. Alright, so here, let's take a look at this. If you go into this little control here, I think it's this one. Yeah, see, that's what it is. Of course, it's obvious, isn't it? No, what's happening is it's going along, it hits here, and this is where it goes really fast. So I can adjust this. I think I can. If I can, I don't know. Let me see, maybe I can. I'll pull this out. Oh, look at that. If I pull this in, oh, that looks terrible. Okay, so something's going on. I think it's on this keyframe up here. That's the problem, I bet. I bet you anything. I betcha. Okay, where's that keyframe? Here. So you click on this, and it looks like I put in some sort of, oh yeah, there we go. Somehow this got a little goofy. Here we go. So I have a bunch of these. I guess this is, I don't know why I did this, but I'm gonna make that nice and smoothie. Just like a smoothie. Okay? Alright. Ooh, see, that's a nice, oh, there it is. There we go. Doesn't that feel good to you guys? Does that look better? Huh? What do you think? Just jump on that chat and say yes, no.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies,
Oh,
I
there we
was
go.
like a cog in the wheel. I wanted to be free like
Okay,
them.
that's pretty
But
good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Alright, so now we just gotta fix that camera again. Let's see. So it's, so I must have put a ease in or ease out on here. And so like look how it jumps forward. Whoa. So that means something in here. If that happens, you just go up to this little set ease parameters. You can click on that, and then you can see what's happening. So right now this is going on here, and then it kind of stays here for a bit, and then it goes to the next one very quickly, you know. And so this is the one that's probably we can fix. And that's the one where it's kind of goofy like that. So, you know, all this stuff is, you know, we kind of, maybe just a little bit of that. And then maybe we can click, you can't really click on that, but you have to apply it first. And say close, so it like does it. And hopefully it works. That's good. And the camera isn't panning. The camera is just kind of sitting there right here. Right here. See? That's the last keyframe. Let's see what that last keyframe looks like. Oh, it's kind of like that. I didn't know. That doesn't bother me. Alright, so now let's just play it all at speed. And you'll notice that now it doesn't jump back so fast, I hope.
I suddenly realized that working for these companies, I was like a cog in the wheel.
Smoothed out a bit.
I wanted to be free like them. But I was intimidated with all this feeling because I've never done anything in my own voice. I always felt comfortable working with a team.
Okay, so that's the big thing to do next time. Or, well, I'm not going to wait till next time to do this again. I got to do this some more tomorrow, but, yeah. The main thing now is just trying to, you know, I got a lot done on this of him, how to get him out of there.
I wanted to be free.
So I can adjust that a little bit more, especially that drawing. And, you know, I can get it into something like this. And this thing is all on a peg. So I can actually make him get bigger if I want to, like he flies to the camera, you know, or something like that. Okay, so there we have it. That's what I'm going to stop with right now. I'm going to save this out. And what I'm going to do is just save over that. I didn't really do too much on it, on that version, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll now say my goodbyes. So I'd like to say goodbye to you now. So if you're still there, let me know on the chat. There's a delay. So let's see, how do I get back on here? Crap. How do I do that? Push this button? No. Oh, that's that button. Hold on a second. Which button is it? No, where are you? Okay. Where is it? Oh, down here. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. I can't see any comments right now. Let me flip this switch. Whoops, wrong switch. This switch. There we go. Ah, all right. So yeah, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've got some sleep. I hope you learned something. And yeah, really appreciate you showing up. And this was all very interesting. Well, good. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed this, Lemmy. And why is this on? Oh, I'm looking at myself. Oh, wow. Okay, so anyway, this is for a project. It's an animation that's going to be in a feature film. It's a documentary, and as soon as I do more on it, it's actually, I've been working on this for like, this is the 8th week, right? Yep, it's the 8th week, and I had kind of budgeted this out and everything and made a schedule, and I was supposed to be done with this week, and so far it's doing pretty good. I'm almost done. This is the biggest scene that I have, and I have 2 other scenes that are pretty big. So I think I can finish, at least get it roughed in by the end of the week, and I can send it out, and then beg and plead and all that to see if I can, you know, get more time to finish it. But it won't take too long, I don't think. Once I got it roughed in, and it's pretty much roughed in, it's just cleaning it up, and that's usually pretty fast for me. I don't know. I'm hoping. Okay, so anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping in here. People that have been watching this live, this has been a live streaming event. It's not anymore. But if you want to watch me animate, I will put another one of these up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the community tab on Animateducated, and I'll put a little thing there saying, you know, going to be animating tonight at this time. And if you want to show up, you can, and we'll do it this way. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and writing some stuff in the chat there, and let me know that I'm not alone. And we had 34 views on this so far during the live chat, which is nothing. I've never had that many people before. So tune in. So either you're really bored, or or maybe this is just a Wednesday. I don't know, Wednesday night. People want to watch something and there's nothing on. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate you showing up, and I'll see you next time on Animateducated. If you haven't subscribed to that, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go ahead. I don't have that little thing that I usually do this to. It's not there right now. I'll put it there later. Anyway, a lot of stuff on this channel you can take a look and see. And I have some other videos here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. They're not even there, but I'll pretend they are. And yeah, and we'll see you next time. And you know what? I don't even think I recorded this, did I? No, I didn't. Oh well. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm still new at this too. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye. Not yet. Yes, end. I'm ending.